Blue Eye Samurai, which
Mm.
was another Netflix anime series I was excited for, came out and it was good. Do you remember the trailer for Blue Eye Samurai?
Of course I do. It looked fantastic.
So, what do you
My
remember about it?
girlfriend, I remember m- mostly the Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Naturally.
Yeah. And like just it looked really good. My girlfriend got to watching it before I did and she was like, "It's long." And I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "It's good." And I'm
It's
like,
it's
"Dang."
not really that long. It's like
The in the first episode like an hour long?
yeah.
Or am I thinking of something else?
So every episode is around like 40 minutes long, but it's only 8 episodes. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
that's what I mean though. Like the episodes themselves are like
yeah,
40
the episodes
minutes.
are longer
Yeah.
than usual, but I'm used to 40 minutes now because Arcane and Invincible episodes are also 40 minutes. I'm
Got
actually
you.
I'm with the 40 minutes. Don't give me an hour. You can only give me an hour if it's the last episode, but don't give me an hour for every other episode. That's too much. But 40 minutes, I'm
Right.
fine with 40 minutes for some anime series. Not all of them. I don't need all my animated series to be 40 minutes, but some of them
Right.
fine. But this was just so good that I just ran through it. I watched it all. I just binged it. It was Blue Eye Samurai is amazing. Um, the little synopsis of what the story is about is in 17th century Japan, Mizu, a half Japanese, half white samurai, rejected by Japanese society for being impure, seeks to avenge themselves on four white smugglers defying the Sakoku, which was the closure of the country to all foreigners back in the Edo period. Um, one of whom may be her father,
Ooh.
which I didn't mean to say that. That was low key a spoiler, but not the father part, but
The fact that she's a girl.
yes, I didn't mean to say that, but
Oh, I knew.
it's
I knew.
okay.
It's okay.
I didn't know if you knew or not. I didn't mean to say that. I
I knew. I
purposely
knew.
early yesterday was going through my notes, moving any mention of the fact that she was a woman, and then I missed this one part because I had copy and pasted it like earlier today when I was editing, finishing up my edits. But yeah, yeah, I guess it's not that. It's literally in the synopsis, like the short thing that they tell you like before you watch it. So
Right.
that's like they. I think I'm trying to think at what point in the show do you find out. I know. I think it's the end of the first. I'm pretty sure it's the end of the first episode when they like fully reveal it. But it's kind of clear from the beginning. Like they aren't
Mm.
fully trying to hide it. They're like you hear the voice and you look at their face and their body and you're like, is that a woman? I don't know. Maybe it's not. And then at the end they reveal it. But yeah, that's a big part of the story is that they're mixed and people think they're impure, but they're also women and trying to hide that. And naturally, the rights for women back in 17th century Japan were trash.
Oh yeah.
You needed a chaperone to go anywhere as a woman,
They
and
exist.
people's fathers were selling their daughters to be prostitutes, or if they were like a rich family off to be married so that they could increase their standing and wealth. It was wild time for women back in the day.
Very much.
So it makes sense why they would want to hide. um, but yeah, it was so good. The action's great. The story is amazing. I actually watched earlier this morning a little behind the scenes talk from like the creator about how they did the action, and that how the pre-production was pretty much like as if it was a live action show in terms of choreography.
Oh wow.
And then once they got into the actual production, of course they went to animation, and it was very interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing I learned is that like I know I've seen it before about like of like Japanese women having black teeth, but I never knew why it was a thing. And then I learned it was to represent sexual maturity.
Hmm.
Again,
There's also
it's just messed
I
up
don't know
like
if
that.
mm, real. I don't know if this will come up at all in it, but there was also a thing. It's like the more space between the back of your neck and the back of your kimono is like it's like showing your ankle in Victorian times. It's like if there's more space back there, you're promiscuous or something like that. It's
Yeah,
very
I'm not sure if it
interesting.
came up or not, but yeah, yeah, you're probably gonna watch it if your girl is watching it. It's good. It's a good show. I definitely recommend it. Um, but yeah, there are 8 episodes, like you said, 40 minutes each. And by the time I got to the last episode, I was sitting there thinking, how are they going to wrap up all of these storylines in like an hour? And it turns out they never planned to. They actually have season four, excuse me, 4 seasons mapped out, but not greenlit.
Oh.
They're not greenlit though. So
Oh
so watch
no.
it. Everybody go and watch it so that it gets greenlit because it's really good. And I want more. The way the story ended, I was just like, I need so much more.